Hello, good afternoon, it's me here and hope you are having a great day and a great week. Of course, I've come upstairs to escape all the banging and drilling and all the craziness that's going on downstairs, so hopefully it's a little bit quieter. I've closed all the doors and windows. We'll see. I am coming on a little bit earlier than timetabled, so of course this will be saved so you can pick this up at 2:30 if you've dedicated that time for you to catch up with this. So I am going to crack on and talk to you about dietary fibre. A bit of a pooey topic, not a pleasant one, but very, very important. And of course, part of the service that I provide is to give you a holistic approach to your health and fitness, and knowing and understanding about dietary fibre, not in a great load of detail, but understanding the basics of why we need to have fibre in our diet to keep us healthy is really, really important. So let's talk through this. What is fibre? So I'm sure it's a term that you've heard many, many times, and you are going to continue to hear many, many times, and it is a very important thing that we need to know about in terms of what we eat. So dietary fibre is a term that is used for plant-based carbohydrates that, unlike other carbohydrates such as sugars and starches, are not digested in the small intestine, and so it reaches the large intestine or colon pretty much intact. There are two types. We've got the soluble and the insoluble. So there's the two types, and we don't really need to distinguish too much between them at our level. But what we need to remember, what is important, is that fibre-rich foods contain both soluble and insoluble. Let's just go through some fibre-rich foods, and maybe you can have a little sort of mental checklist in your head to see if you've actually had any of these today or in the last couple of days. So a whole grain breakfast cereal, whole wheat pasta, whole grain breads and oats, barleys and rye, fruits such as berries, pears, melon and oranges, very high in fibre. Vegetables, most vegetables, but broccoli, carrots, sweet corn, peas, beans and pulses, and nuts and seeds. So there's a few there. So how does fibre benefit health? So fibre, and this is where we get a little bit pooey here, fibre helps to keep our digestive system healthy and helps prevent constipation. We know that is sort of basic level fibre. You need to eat fibre to sort of help pass things through our body swiftly and effectively and efficiently. Dietary fibre can also reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and bowel cancer as well. Let's talk about fibre and bowel cancer. We know that dietary fibre may help to protect against bowel cancer, although reasons for this are not fully understood, but it's more than likely because foods that are rich in fibre increase stool size, dilutes the content, and it moves faster through the gut. So when it's moving faster, being more efficient and effective in your body rather than sticking around for a long time, that's more than likely the reason why. So the amount of time the waste product stays in contact with the bowel is reduced when we have more fibre. Some types of fibre may also help gut bacteria produce helpful chemicals, which can also have beneficial effects on the bowel. And I've spoken about that when we had our gut health month last month. So fibre and good bacteria. So research, and there's lots of research and more that needs to be done about the good bacteria and fibre as well. But research has increasingly shown how important the bacteria in our gut may be to our health. And it has been suggested that a fibre-rich diet can help increase the good bacteria in our gut. And not only it's the good bacteria, but it's the chemicals that they produce, which can really help with that antioxidant that we want in our bodies. Okay, so how much fibre do we need? An adult, a healthy adult, will need about 30 grams a day. So that's 17, 18 plus. On average, adults eat around 18 grams a day, which is, as you can see, it's getting on for about 50% less. Children are obviously different, but for the purpose of today, I'm just going to talk about adults. So to increase the fibre in your diet, your daily diet, what can you have? So let's go through some examples here. Choose a dietary fibre breakfast cereal. Just be very, very careful of all the added sugar, because cereals tend to have a ton of added sugar in there. But whole grain cereals, like Weetabix, anything that has no sugar added, like muesli, bran flakes, porridge. Why not try adding some fresh fruit or dry fruit or seeds and nuts? That will really, really boost that fibre as well. Go for wholemeal or seeded whole grain breads as well. If your family typically likes white bread, then try maybe the combination version of the white and the wholemeal together. Choose whole grains like whole wheat pasta, bulgur wheat and brown rices. Go for potatoes with the skins on, and then try, why not add a salad to this, or even, all types of potatoes now. You don't need to take the skins off, you don't need to peel, so, try and have with the skins on. For snacks, try fruit, vegetable sticks, rye crackers, oat cakes, unsalted nuts and seeds. Include plenty of vegetables, all sorts, all colours of vegetables to all your meals if you can. And this is a time to really get creative at breakfast time. How can we add vegetables, not fruit, but vegetables to our breakfast? Have a really good think about that. Keep a good supply of frozen vegetables. They still have all the fibre, so if you're getting short on vegetables, or if you run out or whatever, you've always got those frozen vegetables there. Pulses, beans, lentils, chickpeas, and then of course your fresh fruit as well. Now, being mindful, if you think you need to increase your fibre intake, it's always good to do it gradually. Don't go full, I'm going to do my 30 grams, straight away. Just really, really build up to it and gradually. And it's important, now this is really important, to make sure that you increase your fluids too. So if you're increasing your fibre and not increasing your fluids, then you might still have the same constipation effect. So just be very, very mindful of this. And as we know, we're wanting at least 2 litres of fluid every day. Of course, be careful with what type of fluid that you're having, and try to be active. The more active you are, the more your body is going to go through its digestive systems, and the better that is. So fibre, 30 grams, fluid, exercise, absolutely. Let's talk about fibre and IBS as well. So people with IBS are usually well aware that diet plays a very important part in controlling symptoms of their IBS. So just be very mindful of your fibre intake if you do suffer with this, and just have a little play around or talk to your nutritionist about this as well. Don't introduce too much here. So finally, what I'm going to talk about is a type of fibre called resistant starch. This is a form of starch that cannot be digested in the small bowel. So as a result, it is a fibre, and it's found naturally in things like bananas. The greener they are, the better. Potatoes, grains, beans as well. And it can also be produced and modified commercially and incorporated into some food products as well. So that's RS resistant starch. Human studies have demonstrated that including foods rich in resistant starch within a meal is useful for controlling blood glucose sugar levels as well. And there is some evidence that it might help us to feel more full after meals, which means we could snack less. So there we go. It's a win-win situation. It's a fibre. We know we need to increase fibre. It helps with our blood sugar levels, and also it helps us feel fuller after meals, so we don't tend to snack as more. So resistant starch. So that's bananas, the greener the better, potatoes, grains, beans. So those are definitely ones that we want to start increasing into our diet on a daily basis. So hope this is helpful. Let me know your thoughts on fibre, or maybe you don't give it any thought, but you have a little think about it. Are you getting your 30 grams? What are you having every day, every meal, to make sure that you do get enough fibre? Okay, that's me over and out. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.